All right, let's get serious for a minute. Joining us on the phone is Michael Lohan. Good morning, Michael.
Good morning, Kidd. How are you?
Thank you for spending time with us today.
Thanks for having me.
On a very pivotal day in your life.
Yeah, day after your birthday.
Isn't today the day that you've given Lindsay the ultimatum?
Yeah, I told her that she could get together with me up until this point, and if not, today I have to take legal action, and that's what I plan on doing.
How does involving the media enhance your position or make this more likely to have the outcome that you want?
Well, like I just said, I mean, I've kind of put her in a corner. She's going to have to do something, and she knows I'm serious. And how many times can I talk to her on the phone and say, Lindsay, or text her and say, Lindsay, you've got to do something.
But wouldn't
I have?
I mean, if you tell her that you're going to take her to court, then the law would be your ultimatum, not the media, right? So that could be done without the media, couldn't it?
Yeah, but you know what? No, the media wasn't brought into this. The media, I didn't tell the media that I was coming out there. They didn't know I was going to the sheriff's department. As soon as you show up someplace, someone makes a call and the media shows up.
Right.
As far as I cannot help that. As far as going and doing interviews, when Lindsay or Dina have a comment or they write on Twitter or Dina goes public and says these ridiculous things, I have to stand up for myself.
Okay.
I'm not going to let Dina or anyone else say things that aren't true. I can't just sit back and shut up when it comes to people lying or taking their eye off what we're really focused on.
Right.
We're focused on Lindsay getting better, not about me going to jail and saying I'm a felon and this and that. Yeah, I made my mistakes, but people don't even know why I went to prison. I went to jail for criminal contempt for not telling on people, and I'm not going to justify anything, and I'm not going to explain everything. I was wrong. I paid my price. But, when we were together as a family, did you see any problems whatsoever? No. There was never a problem. Lindsay was at the pinnacle of her life. She never walked off. I mean, she was a kid, and she did some things wrong, but you never saw this kind of thing going on.
No, we didn't. Certainly not like now. Michael, why is Allie living with Lindsay?
I don't know. That's a great question. Why don't you call Dina and ask her? Allie belongs in school. Lindsay got homeschooled because she was doing the parent track. Mm-hmm. And Mean Girls and Freaky Friday. So she had to be homeschooled. Allie is not acting. Allie is not singing. Allie needs to be in school and have a regular life.
Have you thought about going to court just to get the custody situation reversed? So that
the minute I get back to New York, I've asked my lawyers to contact my lawyers in New York to contact Dina's lawyers.
Yeah.
And sit down and mediate this with me. If she doesn't, I'm going to court, and that's going to be the next.
It looks to me like you have two issues here, and one of them, to me as a dad, would take precedence over the other. You've got a grown daughter that's acting out and is doing some bad things that you wish she wasn't doing, but then you have a minor child, a 16-year-old, living with that daughter, and I would think that would be your top priority would be to get your underage daughter away from that situation. Why is that not your top priority?
Who's more in harm's way? Lindsay, she's facing death.
Right.
Yeah.
Allie's being put in a bad position. Allie can be taken out of that position by Dina getting on the phone and say, come home.
Yeah.
I can't do that with Lindsay.
Right.
I mean, Dina holds the cards with Allie. She can do that. I told Allie to get home, and she didn't listen to me. What am I going to do?
What do you think was the turning point for Lindsay? I mean, what do you think? Was there one moment that just something happened?
Because after she went to rehab last year, it looked like she was on the straight and narrow and really doing well.
Around,
yeah.
And then something went very wrong. Do you think it was Samantha Ronson, the breakup there? I mean, is there a way to pinpoint what went wrong?
When she went to a rehab and went to these therapists, so to speak, they put her on prescription meds. And from that point on, everything went downhill.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, she never needed a prescription medication to guide her life or make her balanced or whatever in her entire life. Why now? Why at that point did they have to say, oh, well, the problems are far beneath or they're deeper than what we think they are. It's not the drinking. You have other problems. Then talk about it. You don't need drugs to hide the problem even more.
Can you be specific about these prescription meds? Is she on antidepressants or are they painkillers or what is it that you think she's taking?
I know it's Adderall, which is nothing more than methamphetamine.
Mm-hmm.
Zoloft. She's on she's on bipolar medication.
Mm-hmm.
She's on antidepressant medication. It's toxic. It is toxic. When she left Cerclage, I thought she was in a good place. But when she left and she packed up her bags and I took her out of there, she left with a bucket of medication.
Mm-hmm.
I was disgusted. I was absolutely disgusted. I mean, you don't go into a rehab on very little medication and come out with like 5 times the amount.
One of the reports we read this morning, and I just want you to tell me if this is true or not, because you did say last week that you just wanted to sit down with Lindsay and Allie and you, and the three of you have a conversation, have a mea culpa, come to Jesus, if you will, and now it's being said that you're going to bring Lisa Bloom into this. So you're bringing a lawyer who happens to be Gloria Allred's daughter.
Right.
Is that true? Is this have you changed your mind?
Changed strategy.
And now you're going to bring a lawyer into this?
Oh no, that was just between us.
Okay.
No, no one. I mean, I've had therapists that wanted to go with me to the meetings, and I said absolutely not.
So when you're offering to meet with Lindsay and Allie, that's just you and those two. It's the three of you. There'll be no legal people there at all. Is that what you're suggesting?
I'd be happy to forward you my text to them and say, Lindsay, I just want to sit with you and Allie. That's it.
You know, I think that there are lessons learned from history, and when we see what happened with Brittany and what I consider to be, at least from an outsider's point of view, a very successful intervention on behalf of her dad, Jamie Spears never once addressed the media. He didn't get on Extra. He didn't retain high-profile lawyers. He didn't do any of that. He just went in, and he had the same issues.
High-profile lawyers.
He had the same issue that you had, where his daughter would not listen to him, and he used the court to get, not the media. He used the court to get her to listen to his.
Jamie Spears did. First of all, I didn't know if it was what was said or done before he went to court, so I can't comment on that. Jamie Spears was dealing with a wife that was on his side, that was trying to help.
That's true.
Not enabling. I'm dealing with ex-wife that wants nothing to do with helping Lindsay get better. She wants to be your friend.
Yeah.
She wants to say that everything's okay and she's working. Everything out of Dina's mouth has been proven to be a lie.
You think she's in denial?
In denial? My God. She doesn't say she has a drinking problem. She drinks all day like a fish.
You've laid down an ultimatum. You've said, meet with me or I'm taking you to court. So if today passes and there is no meeting with you and Lindsay and Allie, what exactly will be your next step?
At 8:30 this morning, I have an appointment already. She didn't call me. At 8:30, I'm taking action. That's it.
And that action would be what exactly?
Legal action. I'm meeting with a lawyer and we're moving forward.
Well, meeting with a lawyer is not legal action. What are you going to be?
Are you trying to get conservatorship?
What do you mean? Well, no. You're wrong. It is legal action because I just can't go in there and do anything. I have to meet with a lawyer for them to file the papers and do it, take the necessary steps to move forward.
And what will those papers be for? Conservatorship, or what is it you're looking for?
That's going to be up to the lawyer.
Right.
Either we're going to go to her sentencing judge and make the sentencing judge remand her into rehabilitation, or else we're going to have to go for conservatorship and do it that way.
Well, good luck,
Mr.
man.
Lohan.
Good luck.
God bless you and thank you.
Hey, ultimately, Lindsay comes through this and survives. I do fear for her. I really do.
Yeah, that's the bottom line here. And I whether anybody gets publicity out of this or gets rich out of this,
There's still a person
is
there,
very incidental to the human being involved here. And I still don't quite understand. And here I am, biting the hand that feeds me. I don't really understand why you are making this public. I would never do it with my daughter, but I do think that your goals are noble, and I appreciate you taking the time. Thanks.